All right, it is NBA rumor mill season. And when this happens, there are certain people that you need to look to that are trusted. People that have proven when they report things, they are right more than wrong very, very often. And I'm telling you guys, for Detroit Pistons content, there is nobody that is more dependable than James Edwards III of The Athletic. And when he comes out and says something, you know it's probably true. So the Pistons have a new surprise candidate that has emerged. It is someone that I actually talked about on a video probably 2 weeks ago. It was in a completely different one, and it is a surprise Thompson brother. So not Amen Thompson, but Ausar Thompson. And he has emerged, and he is along with about 5 other players. But here's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about why Ausar might actually be a better pick, why I think he will be better than his brother in the NBA. And I also want to talk about the other players the Pistons are looking at with 5. But I am hearing that I'm telling you right now, Ausar Thompson has some big supporters inside the Detroit Pistons organization. So here's what he said. The draft is fairly wide open and unpredictable with the first 3 picks. It's hard to tell whether Thompson will even make it to the Motor City with the 5th pick. Edwards also listed Thompson's brother Amen, Villanova's Cam Whitmore, Houston's Jarris Walker, and Central Florida's Taylor Hendricks as contenders for the selection. Of those people, I think in order for me, there's only one player out of all that I don't want, and I know it seems weird. It's Amen Thompson. I just don't like what he has. Sam Vecini, who's kind of one of the foremost authorities on NBA draft and prospect scouting and things of that nature, he is comparing Ausar to former NBA Finals MVP Andre Iguodala. We know Iguodala came into the league, didn't have a jump shot. And here's what I don't want. I don't want you to remember Andre Iguodala for what he did with the Warriors. He was very good with the Warriors. He was. I want you to remember Andre Iguodala with the 76ers when he was their go-to for a season. I want you to remember his early years when he was just a straight athlete, great defense, great wing defender, did such a good job. Like, there are so many things that we can look at and we can think to and compare Ausar Thompson. They are elite athletes. They are both good help defenders. They are good on-ball defenders. They have similar size and traits, and they both couldn't shoot that well. Ausar is a 6'7" prospect, and it can have serious impact on both sides of the ball. He has proven that he can be effective off the ball. Amen Thompson has not shown that. Last season, with the Overtime Elite, which it's almost impossible to judge these guys. It's really hard because the competition they're playing against is it's not high school, obviously. It's just not great competition. But he averaged 16.3 points. He had 7 rebounds and 6.1 assists, is what it's saying. But it also says 2.7 assists in the article I'm reading. So we're going to figure that out. I'm going to get to the bottom of this, and we're going to go to our good friends over at Tankathon, and we can confirm that per game, he averaged 6.1 assists. It was 2.7 steals, by the way. So here's what I don't understand. Let's just take a look here, and I've seen both brothers play. You have Amen Thompson and Ausar Thompson. They both average exactly 16.3 points. Ausar averaged a half rebound more. He averaged a half a block more. He averaged 0.3 steals more. And even though Amen Thompson had the ball in his hand as the primary creator, he averaged 6.2 assists per game, while Ausar averaged 6.1. So will somebody please tell me why Ausar doesn't have the same upside? I understand that Amen Thompson is better off the dribble, better at creating his own shot because that's the role he played. We don't want a guy for the Pistons to have to come in and play that role. We have 2 guys that are already set in that role. We have Cade Cunningham and we have Jaden Ivey. There's not enough room for a third point guard. So when you have Ausar Thompson that can come in, and you can very easily start Cade, Jaden, and Ausar in the future at 1, 2, and 3 in your positions, why are you not going for Ausar? When you dive deeper into the numbers, okay, Ausar was a 30% three-point shooter. Other places you'll see that he was a 32% three-point shooter. Other places it's hard to get proper stats from the overtime elite, which is just another example of like, if you're going, maybe you'd be better off going into the G League Ignite or going to college. All I'm saying is that might be more helpful for you and your draft prospects and your draft status. He's already proven to be a slightly better shooter than his brother. Ausar Thompson is very interesting to me because he is a stupid athlete. I don't mean that he's dumb. I mean, he has stupid athletic ability. Like, it's out of control, just like his brother. Just like his brother. He brings good size to the table at almost 220 pounds. From all indications, he's a good kid that has a pretty good head on his shoulder. That's a hard worker. Like, all of these things are there. He is an interesting thought process here. He's an interesting thought process. And I think what makes him so intriguing is the fact that he can play well in the Monty Williams system, the half-second decision system. And if you aren't familiar with what that means, in Monty Williams, you get that ball, you got a half second to make a decision. Are you passing or are you driving? What are you doing? Are you passing or are you driving or are you shooting? Let's go. And it brings a whole new level to triple threat, right? Like, it's move it quick, move it quick, move it quick. I think another more proven player that plays the same position that is similar in size is Cam Whitmore. And everybody is bringing Cam Whitmore to the Pistons with the 5th pick. I mean, like, it's been a long time since I've heard a different pick go to the Pistons. It's almost getting boring. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the pick. He is a good player. He's got the 16 point. He's similar in points. He's similar in rebounds, but he averages almost 0 assists a game. He has less blocks. He has less. I mean, Ausar Thompson is dominating in every single statistical category. The problem is it's apples to oranges because it's college or college basketball compared to the overtime elite program. It's a totally different league. It's a totally different thing. And it's so wide open. But the other thing that I think that the Thompson brothers, both of them bring, Ausar as well, is just that unbelievable speed in the open court. And can you imagine what would happen if you put Jaden Ivey and Ausar Thompson together on a basketball court? Like, who is faster than that? Who has a combo of two players that are more athletic and faster than those two? The question is, what does the shooting become? And that's the big question with Ausar. And I hate shooting as a question mark. I hate it. Dribbling, I can help you. Right? Like, you can get help. Playmaking in a system, you put in the right system, you can be okay with that. Defense, especially, like, you can learn to be an average team defender. Shooting, it's just a big question mark. And if you can't shoot, you don't stick in the NBA. But here's what I will say, Pistons fan. Day one, Ausar Thompson is Hamidou Diallo. And if he develops a shot, wow, something special. So are you swinging for that huge upside, or are you playing it safer? And I think that's why they have some big supporters of Ausar Thompson in the Pistons organization, because he has that ridiculous upside. Let me know what you think. Do you like the Thompson brothers? Am I crazy for liking Ausar Thompson more than Amen Thompson? Because I do. I just do. All right. See you on the next one. Consider subscribing. See you at the draft live. Be there.